Today is January 1st, 2012, and here I am at the Jatropha farm, and these are the Jatropha saplings that we have transplanted, and we have put the fertilizer onto this. This is the first fertilizer that we have put, and this is today. This is the fertilizer that you see on the ground. So what we are doing is that we are now applying fertilizer to the Jatropha plantation. So with all of these trees that we are growing here in the desert of Khanij in Dubai, we have applied the fertilizer to the trees to increase the growth. Some of these trees, some of these saplings were inside and some of them were outside. What that means is that the plants that did not get the sun, that did not grow well. Now I am going to show you that here, this is a plant in which this fertilizer has been applied. So each of these plants, the fertilizers are being applied, and this fertilizer is a combination of manure, DAP and urea. And I am planting some of these plants in the shade and some out in the sun. So see the leaves, there's a difference in the quality of the leaves. Now when we have this kind of a combination of trees and we grow these, they are growing pretty fast. And now this is the first fertilizer that I have put. The spring in other countries is this time of the year, that the temperature is between 75 to 80 degrees centigrade here. So this farm that I have here in Dubai, and we have planted the trees about 9 feet apart from each one, on left to right and from up and down. So it's a 9 feet square that we have, and this is how we plant these trees. So we are going to prune them and we are going to let them grow. So when they grow, and we have two different layers, one layer would be that the fruit will be from the ground. Can you hold this? Okay. Go little. All of this, I will not have any branches, and this stem will grow up to 14 feet from the ground. There will be no branches going left and right. And from 14 feet on to 28 feet, I will have the tree that is going to grow around. And so in the next one, it will be from the ground to 14 feet. So one whole branches and trees and leaves and fruit will be 14 feet above the ground. The other one will be from the ground to 14 feet. So it will be like this, two clusters. So in 1 acre, I will be able to have 2,000 plants, and I am going to put water pots here in between, which will have fertilizer in it and water, so that in the desert, when I use that method, it will be that I will have without the drip irrigation, without anything. A guy comes in from a truck with a bag which is called a mashak, which is basically a cow hide water carrier. They will come, they will fill the pot which will be underground, and the water will be oozing out of it, and this plant will get it. This way, for 3 months I will be able to, or depending on the size of the pot, 2 months to 3 months I will be able to give water to these. My purpose is that if I give the water and the fertilizer, my yield would be between 2,000 to 4,000 liters of oil in a year. So in Pakistan, in Cholistan, in Balochistan, in Bahawalpur, Bahawalnagar, in the desert of Saudi Arabia, deserts of UAE, the Middle East, North Africa, East Africa, we will be able to grow Jatropha, where we will bring a benefit not only to the people but to the environment. This is what it is. These are the different experiments that we are doing. See this plant? This plant is now needs attention because there is something that this plant was planted. This is a pot from where we took it out. This was under a closed area and this did not grow well. Now I am going to monitor this tree, this plant, and once I monitor it, I will know as to what it is. See, there's still green inside it. Okay, these are things that need to be done, need to be monitored. People say Jatropha this, Jatropha that. If you don't do the work, you will never get the result. There is no theory, there is nothing in the world. People are talking that Jatropha is marginal or Jatropha is this. No. You want to make money, you want to make oil, you got to work. There is no substitute, there is no other way. This tree is dying. Now this tree is dying. See, if I do not replace this with a new tree or put a new sapling in here, then this is wasted. Then the yield per acre will be less. Each tree that is growing has to grow and has to give oil. Thank you very much. Bye bye.